What's going on, guys? Stefano Narducci here, owner of Northern Snow in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And I really wanted to come on to make a special video to answer a lot of people's questions. So I've been around town, of course, doing my thing, and I've been catching people out and about, and you know, perhaps a lot of them are customers, and they've been looking at me and they've been asking, hey, you must have made a lot of money this winter considering there wasn't too much snow. Or other people have said, you know, you made out like a bandit this winter with no snow. Like, what are you gonna do? And all these tons of different questions, you know, people trying to scare me. Oh, looks like there might be global warming in the foreseeable future, and that might really hurt your business. Like, I've honestly heard it all the last several months, and it's becoming to be a little bit annoying because there's a lot of things that people have a misconception about, right? And then there's also a lot of customers too that simply just appreciate our service to know that they have a peace of mind that they don't have to worry if it does snow. And light years are going to happen. This one is quite extreme. We will be honest about that. However, we tried to provide the most valuable possible for our customers, you know, dispatching when it was very light out, you know, under our trigger for in terms of centimeters of accumulation. And, you know, we've really went above and beyond for our customers this year to really try to show them that we care, and despite it being a light year, we wanted to provide them as much value as possible and of course get their money's worth, right? So to kind of ramble off, I got some spin-off questions, just a couple things that popped in my mind that I've had people ask me, and I've also had a few of my friends send me some questions as well. So we made up this quick 10 answer question sheet here, and I'm just gonna fire off things that come to my mind right away when I think about these questions that I've been asked from other people, you know, customers, I should say. So the first one, question number one, Stefano, has this year's light snowfall affected your business operations? Well, let me be entirely honest with you. Operational wise, no, it hasn't. I think that obviously, if our operators would have got more time in the seat of their tractor, they would have developed a little bit of better skills, which leads to better opportunities in the future if operating is something that they're looking to do as a future career. However, it made things obviously less stressful. The less times we have to go out for snow, the less difficult the season is on everybody. So to really think about how it affected us operational wise, there isn't really too much. I mean, having a lighter year obviously just means less frequent dispatching, which is just less stress for everyone. We pay our operators whether it snows or doesn't snow. So, you know, they were just kind of relaxing for most of the winter when we didn't have to go out for operations, or they were working other jobs on the side, whatever they may do with their free time when it doesn't snow. But you know what? We pay our men and women to be on retainer, and if it snows, they got to be there. They're on call. They can't miss. So whatever they do with their free time, I'm sure most of them stay busy. Yeah, operational wise, we stayed very strong. For the snow events we did go out for, we executed very well on. We are very consistent and strong this winter. We got quicker and quicker and quicker every single time we went out. Even near the end of the season, you know, going on like our 17th, 18th run of the season, our guys were still getting quicker, which was amazing to see. So honestly, to really sum up this question, no, it has not affected our operations at all. Like I said, the only upside for our operators is they would have got a little bit more experience operating. That's about it. We would have maybe encountered some unforeseeable issues that we would have learned from as a company. But I mean, we've been through quite a bit the last several years, so I couldn't really see that. So yeah, to answer that one, we were successful operational wise. Question number two. Stefano, do you still receive the same amount of revenue with less snowfall? You know what? We receive obviously less revenue with less snowfalls, and I'll tell you why. The more it snows, the more the demand goes up for customers wanting our service. And that's just, it's black and white, very simple to see. We are anticipating for another large snow year, as the past 2 years were quite significant. And I did purchase enough machines to fulfill 3,500 contracts. However, we did fall a little bit short, and we landed around 3,300 contracts just due to the amount and volume of snow that fell this year. It was very light, this is the whole conversation topic that we are talking about right now. The season was light, so it definitely hurt us in terms of revenue. I was anticipating to do 3,500 and keep our 37 machines occupied. Although we only had 3,300, we had every single machine out on the road to service our customers. We figured, because we have 37 machines, let's speed up production out in the field and just provide better service, which is ultimately always our goal every year, is to become quicker and turn over service time faster and more efficient for our customers. Everybody wants their driveway done as soon as possible, right? Wouldn't we all? So we kind of just pushed those machines that we bought to fulfill, the extra couple hundred contracts we were, proposing to get, and just said, hey, let's just service our customers quicker this season. Now, it would have been really nice to get those extra couple hundred customers and hit our goal of 3,500, because I don't really see the value in just a customer signing up for 1 year or 2 years. I look at it as a lifetime with us, right? Because once you are on with our service, you see the value, you see what we offer, you see our support, you see how efficient we are, and all the great things that come with our service, and you're pretty well on for life. So I didn't just miss out on 1 year's worth of revenue with those couple hundred customers that we were supposed to get. I missed out on, in my eyes, 10 years. So to say the least, I'm really, really banking on a big snow season for next year to certainly scale here in Sault Ste. Marie. Question number 3, Stefano. Are there any differences in your expenses during a light snow year compared to a heavy snow year? Okay, this is the question that I've been asked basically from everyone in different words, and the answer I have for this is quite large. So everybody thinks because it barely snowed this year, we made a ton of money. And that is absolutely wrong, and I'll tell you why. So the reason that is incorrect is because we have equipment that we still have to pay for. Every single month, those payments come out, whether it snows or doesn't. We have employees to pay for, to be on standby. I'm not quite sure how some people expect us to have 37 machines on the road and 42 operators because we need a few spare, and not pay them when it doesn't snow. In order to employ that many people, they got to be paid whether it snows or doesn't. So our employees get paid November 1st till April 15th, as many times as it snows or doesn't snow. Every single Friday they get paid, and they don't get just paid a little bit. We pay them quite significantly for how much work they have to do over a 5.5 month contract. So to answer that question, we have equipment we need to pay for whether it snows or doesn't. We have employees we need to pay for whether it snows or doesn't. We have salaries to pay whether it snows or doesn't. Shop managers, mechanics, office staff, owners, etc. So there's that portion that has to be paid out as well. Insurance, whether it snows or doesn't, we still have to pay insurance, right? Building expenses. I mean, I could just go on and on. Indirect costs, you name it. There is a lot of expenses when it comes to operating a business at this size with this much equipment and this many employees. So whether it snows or doesn't, we still got to pay. And it's not just a little amount, it's a lot. Our costs are fixed. Now, people are like, well, what about fuel? What about damages? What about wear and tear? What about maintenance? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what? There is some departments of the business that we certainly save money in. And this year, we definitely saved some money on wear and tear, damages, and fuel. However, if you were to look at our business as a pie and seen our expenses, damages and wear and tear is 2.5%. Maintenance and supplies is 2.5%. So that makes up 5% of what we total spend per year. And then about 5% for fuel as well. So only about 10% was saved this year as a whole out of 100. The other 90, of course, you're going to make up some of your profit in there. And then you also have to pay for everything I just spoke about: equipment, employees, overhead, indirect costs, salaried employees, insurance. I could go on and on a tangent about how just because it didn't snow doesn't mean we made a bunch of money. It means that, yeah, certainly we were a little bit more profitable than other years, despite there being less amount of snow that fell. However, we really tried to go out as much as possible and provide our customers with as much value, as I said before. So there was a lot of snow events that we shouldn't have went out because it was under our trigger. We have a 5 centimeter trigger. There needs to be that much accumulation for us to service our customers' driveways. And a lot of the cases this year, there was 3, 4, 2.5 centimeters, and we went out every single time just to provide value. So, we saved money this year. Yes. Did we make out like bandits? Absolutely not. Did we miss out on a lot of revenue? Absolutely. We are anticipated to sign up a lot more customers. I took on the debt. I hired the employees. I also bought the equipment to service those amount of customers. And sadly, because of the lighter year, we didn't get that. So, there's those disadvantages from my part. However, this year was successful for us, of course, but I just need to make it clear that we didn't just, become millionaires or make a bunch of money just because it didn't snow. We have a lot of fixed expenses to run this business so we could remain consistent and provide exceptional service for our customers and pay our employees well. So in the end of the day, no, just because it didn't snow that much, we didn't make more money. Question number 4. What measures do you take to ensure your equipment remains in good condition during slower snow seasons? Basically, what we do when the season's a bit slower is we try to, of course, just have the equipment go through a lot of maintenance procedures. We're changing filters, changing oils more frequently because we have the spare time because it's not snowing. More critical checkups on all the equipment, diving deep into what we could fix before we go out for our next snowfall. Another thing too, I guess, is washing the tractors was really big this year. We washed the equipment quite a bit, considering it was quite warm out throughout most of the winter, and we had that extra spare time. Not to mention, a lot of the times when we did go out for service, because of the warmer temperatures, the roads were quite sloppy. So there was a lot of instances this year where we had to wash all of our equipment, and let me tell you, 37 tractors getting washed by one individual takes about 2 days, if you want to do it right anyways. And that's pretty much how we leverage maintaining our equipment a little bit more this season. Was we just checked up on them more, fixed little things that weren't really so urgent, and we also washed them quite a bit as well. Okay, let me move over to question number 5 here now. Stefano, do you have any contingency plans in place for years with exceptionally low snowfall? Yes, we do. So on a year that it snows very light, this year wasn't light enough for this to apply to our customers. However, on years that it does snow very, very, very light, which I don't ever think will happen here in Sault Ste. Marie, but just in case it does, we give our customers a matched price for their next year, and as well as a $50 incentive. Well, I shouldn't say incentive, but a $50 discount off their contract for the next season. That's something we do for exceptionally low snowfall years. It's in our terms and conditions. However, I really, really foresee that happening. If that does, it would be unfortunate for us as a business and for the customers too. However, we do have that in place to respect our customers, to let them know that if it was an extremely light year and we only went out like 10 times, well, we're going to give you some money back and we're going to match your price for next season. Number 6, how do you communicate with customers about changes in service levels during light snow seasons? There was really no communication in terms of, what we were going to do differently this year because of the light snow. We just showed up. And to give you context with that is basically, despite it being a very, very light year for snow, we went when it snowed 2.5, 3, 4 centimeters, which is all under our company trigger. Now, I'm not trying to set these customer expectations to think that, we're a company that comes out for 1 inch, because we aren't. However, I wanted to provide value to our customers, show them that we really care about them. And despite it being a light year, I wanted to provide them with service, give them value, as I've said plenty of times throughout this video. So that's just what we did, right? We went for, I would say, about 5 unnecessary cleanups is what we call them. But to the customers, we call them courtesy cleanups, because in the end of the day, it is when you sign the contract with us and you sign up for the winter, you know that we don't come unless it snows 5 centimeters or more. However, we gave the customers quite a few courtesy cleanups this year, just to, really give them their money's worth and show them how much we care as a company. Question number 7. Stefano, have you noticed any long-term trends in snowfall patterns impacting your business? Absolutely not. And this was another one that kind of made me a little bit frustrated when I seen people in person. And I guess it's because maybe it might have, thrown me off or kind of concerned me. But the more I think about it, the more it's kind of just stupid in my head. Last year, it snowed an insane amount, okay? People have been talking about global warming and, conditions being lighter than they've ever seen it, yada, yada, yada. Well, I've definitely done my fair share of research. No, I wasn't on this earth I was on this earth 10 years ago and 20 years ago, but I wasn't this age 10, 20 years ago is what I was trying to say. So I didn't get to see kind of the trends that happened in, the older days of the early 2000s and late 90s and late 80s, etc. But what I can tell you from the last 4 years being in business, Sault Ste. Marie snows, and I don't see no trends of global warming here, and I definitely don't see us getting any less snow in the foreseeable future. Last year was disgusting how much snow we got. The year before that was even more incredible. Year before that was kind of light. It was a bit heavier than this year, but it was a little bit light. Year before that, which was the very, very first year when I was on the walk behind snowblowers, that was an insane year. And to kind of give you guys a little bit of numbers, very first year in business was 35 times I had to go out where it snowed more than 5 centimeters. Second year was 25, so that's a little bit of a lighter year. Third year was 42. Okay, that year honestly felt like, that was only 2 years ago. It felt like that season was never going to stop. Like, it felt like we were going to go throughout the entire spring, summer, and fall. Like, that season had no off button. 42 times we went out that year. That was when we had 500 customers. Last year we went out 30 times. However, when it did snow, it didn't just snow like 5 centimeters. Almost every snowfall felt like it was like between 10 to 30 centimeters. Like, it was always big snowfalls, 6 inches to 12 inches, that was really interesting last year, and tons of fun, I must say. And moving to this year now, we've only been out for 19 passes, 19 snow events, if you will. Passes, we've done a lot more. As you guys know, we come twice within a snow event, and then also again after the plow has gone by. However, it definitely was still a decently busy year because we tried to go out as much as possible for all of our customers. Definitely still light though. But yeah, long-term trends and snowfall patterns impacting your business. To answer that, no. Like I said, it's snowed here plenty in the last 4 or 5 years that I've been in business. I haven't been around for years and years, like, my father or mother, to tell you what the trends have been in the past years. But from some basic conversations and discussions with other people in the city, we've had years where it's been very light like this. This isn't uncommon, but it happens maybe once every 10 to 20 years. It's not something that happens all the time. So yeah, global warming, there's a lot of hype about it. I don't think it's going to affect our business at all. And I definitely don't think snow accumulation is going to slow down here in Sault Ste. Marie. I hope next year is a huge winter for us. I hope it snows a lot, but time will tell. And in the end of the day, I'm not Jesus Christ, so I don't know what's going to happen. All I can do is get prepared and provide our service like we've had for plenty of years. Question number 8. How do you balance customer expectations with the unpredictability of weather patterns? Like I said, customer expectations, we went above and beyond on our action plans, customer communication, sending out alerts, dispatches, and then going out for unnecessary snow events. We kept customers very, very happy this year going out when we weren't really supposed to, just because we wanted to show them that we cared. It snowed a day before our contracts actually started, and we still went out for the snow event. It was like about 7.5, 10 centimeters. All the snow was going to melt the next day, but we just wanted to show customers like how much we really care, how much we truly value them. Like I love all of my customers, and as a company, it's something that's really big in our culture that we don't just give them the blind eye or the shoulder, and just be like, hey, because it didn't snow 5 centimeters or because it's going to melt later on today or whatever the case might be. We don't really give these alibis and excuses to not come. We seen the circumstance of it being a lighter year, and we came out as many times as possible for our customers. And you know what? The season's not over, guys. Just remember, the season is not over. There's still some unpredictability in the air as well. It is only, what's the date today? March 8th. So we still have another 5 weeks worth until our contracts are completely done. And I've seen some huge snowfalls April 1st. Right now we're at 19 snow events. I honestly can feel it in my gut, despite it being 10 degrees out lately. I think temperatures are going to drop and we're going to get another 1 to 2, maybe even 3 snowfalls, but time will tell. I'm not in control of that. I just know that I don't think we're out of it yet. We always get a few surprise snowfalls within March, whether it be in the beginning, middle, and end. And we sometimes get a few in April, sometimes 1 or 2. So let's not be surprised if we get another snowfall. But to answer the question, how do you balance customer expectations with the unpredictability of the weather patterns? Honestly, you just go out to service them when it is under your trigger. You made a promise to come service those customers at 5 centimeters or more, and yet you're coming at 3 to 4 centimeters. Tell me how that looks on you as a company. Tell me how happy you'd be as a customer, right? Coming out for that little bit of snow. I know it's not much, but it means more, right? And I think the customers truly value that and they see that. I mean, we've had them email us back and we've had conversations out in public where, people have told us, despite it being a very light year, you guys have came even when you weren't supposed to, and we really appreciate that. Okay, moving on to question number 9. Are there any misconceptions about your business model that you'd like to address? Okay, this one's very important to me. There certainly is a slight misconception with some of our customers, but definitely not all of them. I want our customers to know that when they're signing up with our service, they're not just signing up with any old service. They're signing up for a guarantee to know that they don't need to take care of their driveway. It's a guaranteed service to know that we're going to show up and perform service every time it snows, not just once, not just twice, but sometimes even 3 times within a 24-hour period. You are paying for peace of mind when you sign up for our service. You're paying for an insurance. Okay, that's what I look at it like. With a lot of other snow contractors, you may get into a position where you're liable to contact that business to let them know, hey, I need snow removal service, and you get caught up in paying per time. It's a very inconsistent service. We sell a contract-based service to give our customers an amazing offer backed up by an incredible bonus, and then also guarantee them that they'll have their driveway done all season long. As many times as it snows, 5 centimeters or more, we will be there from November 1st to April 15th. It's peace of mind we're selling. It's insurance, okay? That's the misconception I want to make clear for all of our customers that are with us. I need to explain that we aren't just a one-time service. We're not just a half-ass service that comes when we feel like coming. No. We value our customers immensely. What we offer is a guaranteed service to know that you don't ever have to take care of your driveway. We take care of it all season long. When you sign up with us, I want you to sit back, relax, drink a cup of coffee, sit in your living room, and enjoy our worry-free service all winter long. Okay. And we do it at an exceptional rate because we can provide consistent service knowing that you're going to be a customer with us for the whole season. Think about the employees we have to hire, and of course the equipment we need to purchase, and all the other things we need to do to make sure that we could service you frequently and consistently. That's why we ask for a flat rate for the entire season, because we know that you're going to be with us. We don't just bank on the inconsistency of possibly you calling per time. So I guess the big misconception is I want customers to know that there is immense value signing up with us. Like I said, our offers and knock out of the park, the bonuses that we back up our offer with is incredible. And then we also guarantee, like, if you're not happy with our service after the first 2 visits, we'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. That's how confident we are in the service we're providing to customers of Sault Ste. Marie. You're not just signing up with any old service, like you are signing up with a guaranteed service, a peace of mind, an insurance to know that you don't need to take care of your driveway. Now, it may have sounded like I repeated myself several times, but that's the misconception that I need to get across to everyone. That despite it being a light year for snow, you paid us, and we don't ask for a lot, we're very fair price, but you paid us your peace of mind to know that we're gonna take care of your driveway, whether it snows 100 times or snows 10 times. That's what you're signing up for. And there is a lot of years too where the customers really make out like a bandit, and there is 42 snowfalls like we had a couple years back, and customers are really getting their money's worth. And then there's some years like this where it's not so much in the customer's favor, and we're trying to do everything we can to provide them as much value as possible, coming out for courtesy cleanups, etc. But to clear the misconception, guys, sorry for the tangent. You're not just signing up with any old service. You're signing up for a guarantee to know that you don't need to take care of your driveway. Whether you're stuck in your driveway, you can't get out, there's a 3-foot bang at the end of it, whatever it may be, we are there to service you. That's why you pay for our service. It's insurance for peace of mind. Question number 10. What factors contribute to the decision to invest in new equipment or expand your fleet for next season? To answer this question in particular, I'm definitely going to hold off in terms of purchasing any new equipment for next year. I mean, unless we sell all of our John Deeres, which I am in the works of right now. We got 14 for sale. I'm hoping to sell all of them. They're going to get replaced with Kubotas. So that would be the new investment. We are running an entire Kubota fleet. That is our goal. It may not happen, but we are trying our best. I don't think I'm going to invest into one more piece of equipment until we see a certain amount of contracts come through the door. So currently right now we have 37 machines. Like I said, I put us in a position to service 3,500 driveways. We fell short with 3,300. So until we get a contract sign up of about 3,400, just pushing 3,500, that's when I will pick up some additional machines and invest into them. However, we're not going to see that happen until sign up season. And there's going to be a lot of determining factors on how many pieces of equipment I invest into based on how early it snows as well. So the overall contract goal for next year and equipment goal would probably be about 40 to 42 tractors, probably 42, and 4,000 driveways. That would be a very, very good goal for us at Northern Snow. Now, I'll tell you, because we have an incredible market share here in Sault Ste. Marie, and we are a household name now for residential snow blowing, I don't think we're going to get the incredible scale like we've had the past few years. Of course, growing from 500 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,300, we're not going to grow from 3,300 to 5,000. I'm going to, be a little bit more critical and say we'll probably land between 3,800 and 4,000. 4,000 is the goal. However, here's the big determining factor on how we get that scale. We need demand. You know where the demand's going to come from? The demand's going to come from snow. So I'm banking on it snowing early and significantly for the first month or two, November, December. If those are heavy months for us and we get a lot of snow, that is going to drive demand through the roof. And I don't see 4,000 being an issue whatsoever. It'll be a very feasible goal for us at Northern Snow. However, I got to bank on Jesus Christ giving us a bunch of snow. I'm going to have to bank on hopefully getting a tremendous amount earlier on in the season. I mean, I'm going to do some other things to try and see if we could sign up as many customers as possible. I mean, goodwill and word of mouth compounds better than anything, which we know. And, you know, we've definitely established that even this year on a light year, providing our customers as much value as possible despite the scenario of the season. I'm confident that there's going to be scale there for sure, but I just think we will blow up like nitro if it snows a lot. I don't know. I'm like certain about it. Like, I'm certain that we will just absolutely skyrocket in contracts if we get some early snow. So that's what I'm banking on. Sorry for a little bit of a tangent. You know, the investment plan for next year is exciting, but it's not as big as a percentage of growth as it's been in the last few years. And, you know, after seeing this season, it's a little bit concerning to know what we're going to be up against next winter. I'm definitely confident it's going to snow like crazy. I want it to come early rather than later. So, Jesus, if you're listening, please help us out here at Northern Snow so we could scale our business and provide great service to the town of Sault Ste. Marie. I'm hoping that we get some good snow early. So hopefully he could hear me out. That's pretty much it for this quick little Q&A. You know, I was really getting bombarded in person, getting really probed and asked a lot of questions and kind of, you know, getting poked at. And I really wanted to reach out to some friends and people and say, hey, you know, send me a couple questions that I could answer and get behind the camera and speak to all the customers of Sault Ste. Marie, as well as some people watching on my social media channels. I just want to really show everybody that I really care as a business owner, and our entire company really cares. We have a really grateful culture at Northern Snow, and we care about our customers more than anything. You know, we're not sticklers whatsoever. We try to back up our service as much as we can with the most value we could offer. Like I said, despite it being a slow year this year with snow, we came out to give our customers their money's worth on snow events that we really didn't have to. And I just want to show everybody that we care a lot. We care about our name, we care about our customers, and I want to keep scaling and growing this business and just being known the best when it comes to support and service. I don't want one angry customer out there in Sault Ste. Marie, and if there is, I want to make it right with them and I want to make them happy. So customer service it's number one. You know, without customers, we don't even have a business, right? So I really value everyone, and I just wanted to get behind the camera and just give some explanation to some of these questions, right? And I'm happy I was able to do so. And I'm so grateful for all of the customers that we have, or else I wouldn't even be here doing this, right? So I love all my customers, very grateful for my entire team and the amazing culture we've built over the last several years. You know, it's really shaping up, and we are certainly hearing it from the market. And that's the overall goal, right? You know, we're going to keep growing this business around customer service, and it's not going to stop. That's what I want to be known for. So guys, I just want to say thank you one more time. Love you all so much. Very grateful for everybody watching, listening to this video, maybe picking up on some shorts that I might be posting later to cut out of this. I appreciate you all so much. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, and I couldn't tell you how happy I am to be in this position. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for staying tuned and watching this video. Between question 8 and 9, I'm not gonna lie, my camera cut out, and I think that I was definitely on a good roll there for question 9 and 10, and I answered them maybe a little bit better on my previous video, but I had to do a retake because you know how camera equipment can be sometimes. But wrap this up. Thank you guys all so much. Please make sure you hit the like button, share this to some friends, subscribe, follow me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to, you know, keep growing my business and other people that are interested in getting in this industry, and I want to be able to help as many people as possible. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.